Are Facebook apps what they once were? What should I consider when exploring the idea of building one? The answer is no, they're not. I think Facebook's trying to invest more in their platform, but they've largely pivoted to using Facebook Open Graph. So it's apps outside of Facebook. I would think heavily about two things. One is, how do you leverage Open Graph? Because companies that can leverage Open Graph can grow incredibly quickly. Instagram is a great example of that, and Path and many other companies. At some point, Facebook may shut your access off, but at that point, you've probably already gotten enough users and enough critical mass that it doesn't matter. The real question is your app viral, and how viral can it be, right? And if you're creating a social network like a Facebook or LinkedIn or even an Instagram, really a social network, there's inherent value for users in inviting others. There's a lot of research out on the web. There's a lot of places you can look about virality and understanding what your viral coefficient is. Your viral coefficient is simple, calculated through a simple math equation, which is the number of invitations your average user sends to friends times the conversion rate of those invitations. So if the average new user who joins your website invites 10 friends, and 2 out of those 10 sign up themselves and then also invite 10, and so on and so forth, you've now got a viral coefficient of 10 times 20%, which is 2. That is a very powerful thing. That means for every user who joins, 2 more join. That's very powerful. So then you can actually, obviously you want to work to drive up both those things, drive up the number invited, and drive up the conversion rate. You also want to work to optimize your cycle time. In other words, if someone joins but they don't invite until a year later, that's not a very good cycle time. So you might be getting 2 for every who joined, but it takes so long, it's going to take you a long time to spin up that flywheel, right? One of the things you talk about in business a lot is spinning up flywheels. How do you create something where I'm not having to crank it every day? I crank it a lot at the beginning, I give it a jump start, and then it just spins on its own. And every once in a while you go and you maybe have to give it a push or figure out how to clean the gears so that it keeps spinning smoothly. Excuse the extension of the analogy here. But that's what you want to do. You want to crank up a flywheel, and that's what virality is, one of the most powerful flywheels you can imagine. That's why Snapchat and Instagram and Vine are always at the top of the App Store charts, because they're not having to go to Facebook and Flurry to pay ad dollars. They have users inviting other users, inviting other users, inviting other users forever, to infinity. So what I'd say is, think about virality, think about your viral coefficient, think about how you can leverage Facebook to get early traction for your app and build up a flywheel of viral growth and users joining your service who are coming from other users. And that's what I would think about. And especially actually on mobile. Facebook's API on mobile is amazing. The fact that you can go into an app. Oh, other thing. Do not put a sign-up form in your app, please. Sign-up forms are dumb. I hate signing up for apps. And I think everyone does. Just use Facebook Connect, literally. Get to the app, press the button. You have an OK cancel dialog for Facebook. It's just OK cancel, just press OK. The conversion is going to be 10x trying to ask for a username, email, and password. Minimum, if you have to ask for an email and password, please do not ask for a username. I do not want to create a username for your service. Okay, that's the end of my rant.